Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hamilton. At this time, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. All photography and video recording is strictly prohibited. Thank you, and enjoy my show.
After polynomials, I learned quadratics.
After polynomials, I learned quadratics.
I learned how to factor and I factored those.
I factored those, you used Desmos.
Even though we solved at the very same time, Alexander Mathilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, he used discriminant non-stop.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Goop class, are you aware of how to solve that? This is the use of SOHCAHTOA, the triangle, the side angle formula. I intend to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt with trigonometric ratios.
No, student Mathilton, sit down. This has its ratios. And it's 3, 4, 5. That's all you need to try. Okay, one more thing. Why do you assume it's Pythagorean triple? Why do you assume it's Pythagorean triple? Why do you assume it's Pythagorean triple? Without another side, your equation will cripple. Why do you solve like you're running out of time? Going for the easy answer and ignoring the sign. Every day you solve like you're running out of time. Use Casio in the meantime.
Non-stop! Chant is such an old song that it goes along with data sets, and nowhere is it better than when making bets. The economy is increasingly stalling, and that's why I feel like the lottery is really calling me. Practice the mean, I practically perfected it. I saw a messed up ratio and I corrected it. Now for a strong central tendency, if not then I'll be lost with the standard deviation being the enemy.
Mathilton at the statistical convention.
I was chosen for the statistical convention.
There is a DSA junior statistician.
Now what I'm gonna say may sound like a math mission.
He goes and explains how to find standard deviation. Going by hand to find standard deviation. He solves for 6 hours. The math class is listless.
Right, young man. Yo, who the X is this?
Why do you always solve all of these? Why do you always solve all of these? Every answer is guaranteed, showing your work for authenticity. Why do you act like Casio is out of style? Why do you act like Casio is out of style? Every day you solve like calculators out of style. How do you solve? Mathilton?
Error nerd, sir.
But it's the middle of class.
Can we confer, sir?
Is this a math matter?
Yes, and it's confusing to me.
What do you need?
Nerd, you're better at math than me.
Okay.
I know I write too much, I'm abrasive, you're fast with a calculator, succinct, persuasive. My equation needs a strong mathematician, you're the solution.
What's the problem?
These long quadratic equations, can you solve them?
No.
Hear me out.
No way.
I just need to set it equal to 0 and then factor, finding the solutions.
No one can solve it.
I disagree.
And if we fail?
Nerd, that's why we factor.
Factoring is a mess.
So it needs the right numbers?
What if they can't factor?
There are other methods, we have to start somewhere.
No way.
You're low-key kinda lazy.
Good night.
Nerd, what are we waiting for? What do you solve for?
What?
We studied math, what was it all for? Do you have a calculator?
Of course.
Then use it.
And what if you're using the wrong form?
Nerd, we studied and we tested and we passed all to solve these equations that we now have. For once in this class, do math with pride. I don't understand how you stand on the side.
I don't keep my Casio close to my chest.
Wait for it, wait for it.
I won't sit here and solve this long equation. I'm taking my time solving polynomials that are easier on Desmos.
I have a unit circle, but I don't know how to find the radians. I haven't yet memorized, and I need the measures to solve this. It's not a lot of fun, but there's no one that has the measures but Mathexander.
Angelica.
I forgot about pi.
Look at the degree you have. Multiply by pi over 180. That is your radian ratio. Just use that and it will be enough. And if the answer is not a fraction, then you can simplify. And that would be enough.
Alexander joins forces with James Matheson and Division J to solve a series of equations given to them on paper by Mr. Gupta. The plan was to make 30 graphs in the span of one class, the work divided evenly among the 3 students. In the end, they made 118 graphs in the span of 2 classes. Jay got sick after solving 3. Matheson solved 20. Mathilton graphed the other 95. How do you plot like you're running out of time? Histogram, dot, stem, leaf, and circle pine. Every day you plot like you're running out of time, like you're running out of time, like you're running out of time. How do you graph like tomorrow won't arrive? Making blocks and whiskers like you needed to survive. How do you plot every second you're in class, every second you're in class, every second you're in class?
They're asking me to solve, but the problems are really hard. If you have a full deck, what are the chances of this card?
1 out of 52.
I know it's a lot to ask.
1 out of 52.
To solve with such a large set.
Sir, it is 1 card out of 52 possible options.
So 1 out of 52.
Let's go.
Mathexander.
I have to leave.
Mathexander.
Look around at how lucky we are to solve math right now.
Find it.
They're asking for a graph.
Use this mouse. Isn't that enough?
He will never stoop that
Wouldn't that
low.
be enough?
He will always show his work, show his work. Mr. Gupta has his
Why do you assume you're the smartest one? Why do you assume you're the smartest one? Why do you assume you're the smartest one? Now you can test you will find your drum. Why do you assume you're the smartest one? Why do you assume Gupta has his eyes on you?
I will always show all of my
Just
work.
you wait.
I will always show all of my
Just you wait.
I am
Mathexander, 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 just you wait.
I will always show all of my work.